Hi guys, I wanted to just give you a little bit of a preview about this tool called Bubble Us that we'll be using to organize some terms having to do with linear equations and some different ideas about point slope form, slope intercept form, and standard form. So I'm just going to show you how to use this tool on something generic. So the first thing you do, go to bubble.us. There's no E on it, bubbl.us. And then just click Start Brainstorming. And the first bubble will appear here in the middle. Start here. I'm just going to do one about my favorite things. So Miss Newell's favorites. This is just a generic one to let you know how the tool works. So if I want to make that bigger or something, I can highlight the text. Let's see. I hover over it, and then I can change the color of the box if I want to. I can also change the color of the text by clicking the little T. And I can make my font size bigger, the whole thing bigger, whatever I need to do. And then I can drag that guy around. So let's see. I'm gonna add some boxes for my favorite things. And then I want another one. So I'll go back to my, if I wanted to connect to my original box, I'll go back there and do another box off the bottom. And that'll be my favorite foods. And then if these are in my way, I can kind of move them over here. And then maybe I'll do another one that's for my favorite people. Something like that. If I go this box over here, it's going to create a whole separate bubble, which I could do, and then I could connect it using this line here. I would hold that, and then I would connect it to whatever box it needed to connect to. So then if I want to delete it, just undo it. So if I'm on a box and I click the box on the bottom, it's going to automatically connect a new box that I could drag around and reorder. If I want to create a separate box, then I would click this one off to the side here, and it will create a whole separate box. And then if I wanted to connect a separate box, if I hover over it and click and hold down on the connect tool, then it'll give me a line that I can connect to the appropriate thing. Let's say I connected it to the wrong thing. I can click on that connection and delete the connection. Easy enough. I think that's pretty much it. So if I want to do, some of my favorite things would be like, I can add a box under there for my truck. That's one of my favorite things. My truck. One of my favorite foods would be underneath there. I might put tacos. That's one of my favorite foods. And maybe I'd also put another one under there called pizza. Under people, maybe I'll put my mom, and then I need another one, get off that, and then another one for my sister, and then another one for my dad, and stuff like that. So when I get everything connected the way it needs to be, if I want it to look a little different, I can put like, all right, I want my things over here and my people over here. Ooh, I can move the whole thing. I want my people in the middle, and then I want my foods over to this side. Or I could have some to the sides and then some to the bottom. You can make it any shape you want it to be. Just get things connected that you think go with each other, and make sure the things underneath that are connected to it, like tacos and pizza, they are types of foods. If I put under favorite things, if I put one that said steak, and I'm like, wait a minute, steak isn't really a favorite thing. It's more of a favorite food. Then I could just delete it and then come over to favorite foods and do another one underneath there. I guess that's about the gist. Try to make sure things are spelled right. When you're done, if you don't finish in class, you might need to save it. And if you try to click save, it'll tell you you have to create an account. So you're welcome to create a free account if you need to. Otherwise, I want you to export it as a JPEG image, and you're going to export it to your H drive. So once you export, it'll give you a little thing on the bottom, and you'll want to say save, and save it to your H drive. I just paused so I could show you better. When you click export JPEG and you click export, then down here's where you're going to want to drop that down and say save as, and that'll let you pick your H drive. So you'll pick your own H drive, save it in your H drive as your linear equations map when you do it, and then click save, and then it'll be on your H drive, and I'll show you what we'll do with that later. Okay, so if you save it and finish it on your own time, just be sure to export it as a JPEG to your H drive and click save, and then it'll be in there. You could not edit it once you save it as a JPEG, so make sure you finish it here or save it in the program. If you need to create a sign-in, then create one so you can save it here to keep working on it. Once you export the JPEG, you can't work on it anymore. So that's about it. Have fun.